most of the thing, you want to hear all of this. I could go through this, but just give you the thing with the statue. That's the most important thing. Here's Father Flowers.
It's all about how it started with Sister Kathleen.
Yeah. Father Flowers. His name was Katkowski, right? In Polish, that means flowers. That's where they got the name. How it started with the statue was Sister Kathleen was going to crown Mary on May, a mass at 10:30 mass in May, and she said, I took care of the altar servers. She says, can you have 2 altar servers? You know, bring the ladder out to crown the statue, which was both statue and church. I said, yeah, no problem. I'll make sure they're there, and I'm going to be there too. And she came and they crowned the thing, and then after the mass and all, we started talking, and she said, you know, it would be nice if we had a statue in front of the school. I said, yeah, that might not be a bad idea. I said, let me talk to Father Peterman. I said, see what his thoughts are about it. And he said, fine, go ahead, do it, as long as it don't cost us nothing. He said, you can do it. So that was the seed that was planted. And then she said, what do you think? I said, well, I'm going to research it. So I researched some of the things to find out. And I found out that concrete statues are not really that good anymore because of the acid rain. And this one fella, he said, you know, there's a Christian Brothers in Reading that have this building, and they make fiberglass statues. And he said they'll hold up for a long time. I said, well, let me call him. So I called him and I talked to him, and he said, who am I? And I gave him all information. And I said, I'd like to find how much this would cost, this statue. We think about putting up a grotto and having the statue of Blessed Mother. And we're talking, and he said that he was Christian Brothers. I said, I was taught by Christian Brothers in high school. I said, do you know any of the brothers? He said, I told him Brother Bias, I told him Brother George, and I said, Brother Felician Patrick was my English teacher. He said, Brother Felician Patrick, I know Felician. I said, he's the president of LaSalle College now. I said, oh. So he said, whatever you get in the statue, he said, we'll take care of you. So which meant you're going to give us a better price on it. Now it sticks in my head. I can't verify that it was $800, but that just sticks in my mind, $800. I know that. And it was $300 to deliver it. That's why we went and picked up the statue ourselves to save the $300. I had a truck, and Joe DePresky and Ray Russo went, and all the pictures are in here in the book of when we picked the statue up and delivered and put up. So there's a thing on here, and I'm going to give you the thing that the statue was a third-class relic. It was blessed by the brothers. They had a third-class relic, and Nancy, you want to take it and you want to read the thing? You can read it off. It's a sheet. I don't know what happened. Here it is.
You want me to read this?
Yeah.
Our Lady of Lourdes statue from the Knights of Columbus to St. Denis, Galena, Maryland. Below are listed the relics that touched Our Lady of Lourdes statue, thereby making it a third-class relic. Piece of wood from the True Cross. Piece of burial linen of St. Joseph. A hair particle from the Blessed Virgin Mary. A bone fragment of St. Anne, Mother of Blessed Mother. A piece of cloth of St. Joseph's robe. A bone fragment of St. Janarius,
Janarius.
born 305 AD, bishop of Benevento, who was beheaded near Pazzoli.
That's all of me.
His relics ended up in Naples, and for the past 4 centuries, a vial containing a solid red substance reputed to be his blood liquefies and often bubbles and boils when exposed to the cathedral there. No satisfactory scientific explanation has been adduced for this phenomenon, and devout Neapolitans accept it as a miracle. He is patron of blood banks, feast day September the 19th. There's also a piece of stone from the Blessed Mother's home in Ephesus, Turkey, and a piece of wood from furniture made by Saint Joseph.
Thank you. So we Ray Russo, Joe DePresky, and myself went up in my truck. We have the picture of the truck here in the thing, the statue. Joe was anchoring the statue to the truck. And we went and Reading wasn't close to where to St. Denis, so it was a pretty good ride. Then we brought the statue and took it, and we put it on the stage, and it stood on the stage until we found out a way to build the pedestal. I asked Herman, mistake, let's build a statue. Let's build a pedestal so you put the statue on. And I said to Herman, please, Herman, just make something simple. Well, you got to make it right. You got to do a thing. You just can't do it. I said, Herman, we don't have a lot of money to build. Don't worry about it. You're always worrying about money. Don't worry about money. So I got a hold of Charlie Brumwell, who was in construction, and he did a lot of construction work. He put a thing together. Him and Herman actually did it. Him and Herman. I helped. I didn't do too much. They told me to get the hell out of the way. But anyway, Herman and him did most of the work, and a couple other guys, but mostly Charlie and Herman. And he did a terrific job. Even made a thing. I said, we need to put flowers in there, but you can't have the flowers. You put them in a thing and then fly out when there's wind. So he made a hole where you could stick the vase in there, and also made he said, I'll make a drain so if water runs in there, it will drain out. You won't have no problem with erosion of it, which was good. So that was all the preparation of the statue. We finally put it together, and then I said, what we ought to do is get take the hedges out from behind that statue and put flowers back here. Again, I got Herman. All right, we're going to do something. In fact, what we ought to do is rip all the hedges out on there and put all roses. I got these new kind of roses that they grow 6 months out of the year, and you can do almost anything with them. I said, how you going to dig them all up, Herman? Don't worry, I'll get somebody. Herman found somebody doing construction work. The picture's here with the guy. I'm going to put, it's the motorized thing, the digger.
Here they are.
Is it there, the motorized?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he dug the whole thing up and resodded the whole front, put all the thing, ripped all the hedges out, and got the Latino people who worked for Angelica Nurseries to plant all the bushes that were planted correctly.
There's the guy. Most of it's in that book.
So then we finally got all that done, and I said, Herman, we got to put some kind of concrete, or said, no concrete. We'll put a blue flagstone. I never heard of blue flagstone. Don't worry. He called this guy he knows in Chestertown. I need some blue flagstone, and I need it cheap. I said, all right, Herman, you handle it. I just put my faith in Herman, right? He always comes through. So the guy came through, and he charged us almost nothing for the blue flagstone. It was really expensive stuff, I know it was, because it was beautiful. So we put the flagstone down, and then we, around there, and attached it, and right where the pedestal was at, and then put the statue under. And that was when we completed the thing. Then we had the dedication. Father Peterman and Deacon Fred did the dedication. There's pictures of them there.
Gotta be way back or something.
He was able to get all that stuff on my phone in this room. I can't even get my internet on my phone.
The other way, must be the other way. No,
We'll figure that
no,
out.
not that far up, here.
There's other stuff outside that book, Rich.
I don't know.
No, give me,
Is it here, Rich? Is it these?
no,
Right here? Here's the dedication.
might be.
Yeah, there's, beside that
Here
little
they
book,
are.
there's a lot of other stuff I found.
Oh, that's when the knights were there and all, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry.
I couldn't fit in that book, remember?
I probably should take pictures.
That's it.
Instead of videoing it.
So, we put all of that then,
Who is it?
Elizabeth Bennington.
Oh my gosh.
you're in too, Nancy and Jim is
Who's
in
in Nancy?
one of those pictures too.
Peg's
somewhere.
granddaughter, who's now the, or
So,
the church office.
then we had the thing, and I said, you know, we looked at it, and it really looked nice. I said, just something not right. I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. We need something else in the thing. And I was talking to Herman, and mistake again, talking to Herman. One, you know, let's put benches up there. I said, yeah, but Herman, you just can't put benches. I said, not the way that looks. He said, well, why don't you look around? So I did, and I found this place in Canada that made benches out of terrazzo, which is concrete with ground stone that's ground into the thing, which lasts forever. You can do almost anything with it. But it was a little expensive, so I said to Herman, I got this thing in Canada. It's a little expensive. He says, we'll take care of it. He said, I'll buy a bench. And then Massione said, he'll buy a bench. So
We split a bench. with
I
somebody.
split a bench with Ray Russo. Me and Ray Russo put a bench together, and I think you and Fred on the bench.
Our contribution was for the sign. We
Oh, the sign. You didn't do the bench?
We don't have a bench, we contributed.
I know Fred's
Our
on.
name is
Fred's on with
there.
somebody.
The
somebody
Van
else.
Valentines, I think, are there.
Well, Ed Massione is one bench. Herman's one bench.
Oh, you
and
see the names?
Ray Russo and me is one bench, and then Fred and somebody else is on the other bench.
I think it's Van Valentines.
Must be Jerry then.
So they're still intact.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that guy said they'll last forever. But I got to tell one story with that guy came from Canada. Came over from Canada with this truck to deliver these benches. They were heavy.
Yeah.
They were heavy. Now the guy had a truck with a tailgate that was like an elevator up and down. And it was pouring. I mean, it was raining like you can't believe. Jerry Usselton, not Jerry, Mickey Usselton, Jim McCarthy, Matt Krapinski, myself, and somebody else. I can't think. Somebody with supervisor, probably Lee Bennington was supervising as he does. Anyway, the guy was afraid to take the thing off the truck. I said, I'll take it off. You'll take it off. I said, no, I had no problem. I took stuff off of the trailers in every kind of situation and every kind of thing I can handle a jack with no trouble. I said, I'll show you how you do it. And I showed him how to do it. You see, you don't jack it up where you wheel it. You can slides off. When there's that much weight, it'll slide off. And he couldn't believe it. I got that thing off her and slid it sideways and came down and we took it off and we got the thing. Because he was going to take the benches back. I said, no, you ain't doing that. So that's how we got it. In fact, we just let them sit there because it didn't matter. It was raining so hard. I came home, I was completely saturated. All of us were just all wet through the skin all the way down. It was raining so hard. But that was the whole thing with the bench. A little side order, a lot of people don't know about that bench thing when we had that delivered. So that was it, and then we had the dedication on
August something,
uh,
is it 15th or something?
August 15th. No, it's the bulletin from the church.
I could
I-
take some of those pictures downstairs if you want to.
Let me shut it off for a second, Kim, till I find this.